Konnichiwa, y'all, and welcome to the 10 at 10 for Tuesday, March 11th of 2025. I'm Matt. I'm rolling here with Corbin today.
What's up, y'all? It's maple time. Spring is almost here. Some of you guys might be seeing some buds start to swell on some of those trees in the gardens. And today we're going to be bringing some awesome trees, 10 of them for the 10 at 10 Eastern Standard Time.
And don't forget, there's another 10 trees in the email, so make sure to check that out. Guys, let's start out with Cryptomeria japonica Golden Promise. Now, this is a beautiful tree. It's going to work zones 5 through 9. Really nice, compact, golden Cryptomeria.
Yeah, I mean, nice size, you know, about a 4x4 width and mature size. It's going to be a great thing to throw near something like some of those red lace leaves you might have in front of the house. It's going to contrast really well against some of those blue conifers, and during that summertime it's going to give you a nice lively feel with that green that it provides.
Give this one a little more early morning sun to kind of pick up that glowing yellow. Absolutely love this tree. Beautiful colors to this. Introduction by Don Hatch Nursery in the UK around 1998. It's really become a popular staple all around the world. I think you're going to love this one for its smaller stature, but also that bright, intense yellow. Grab you one in some great size 1 gallons today. These are excellent sizes, ready to go out and make an impact right away.
Yeah, I love a plant that you can put next to anything else, and it's going to make a contrast happen in the garden. And this is definitely one that you're going to be able to play with.
All right, Corbin, what do we got next?
Guys, we got an awesome introduction, Kurohime. I think been editing some videos of whenever you guys went to Yano-san's, and you guys stopped and were looking at a pretty awesome Kurohime in that video.
Absolutely amazing. Definitely be staying tuned for that upcoming video where we tour you around World Maple Park, maybe 2 parts to that possibly. Some unforeseen footage. Back in the day, Yano was alive when we filmed it, so it's be an honor to kind of get some of that material out there. We can kind of show you what World Maple Park was like when Yano was there too, so you kind of get a little behind the scenes back there. Kurohime, awesome dwarf compact tree, guys. It's often on our list for top dwarfs. This one's compact, interesting. I love the new growth color on this one. This one typically leaves out in the spring, more of a pink red. Now in midsummer, it gets some greener, older growth, but it kind of gets that pink tones all over it, giving it this kind of floral effect to it. Absolutely beautiful tree at 4 to 5 feet tall, 4 to 5 feet wide. I think it's an essential plant for container gardening. Absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, you know, I talked about being able to put that other plant with anything else. Kurohime kind of stands on its own. You know, it's a plant that provides contrast in itself throughout the seasons. It's one of those great dwarfs, and I just love the growth habit of it. You know, it kind of gets that tight, dense cathedral kind of growth, but still staying in that tight, dense dwarf growth habit. It is just such a killer tree.
Absolutely love it. Coming at you in some Buckholz grown 3 gallons, good sizes, instant gratification. Grab one now right before they leaf out this spring.
All right, guys, we're excited for spring, not just because, you know, it's a gardener's favorite time of the year, but because we get to watch this awesome Acer palmatum pink panther leaf out, man. Love
this tree. Intense pink colors, one of my favorite pinks of them all. Possibly a hybrid with Oliviarum, we don't know. It's listed as palmatum right now, might be an X. Heat tolerant, durable, fast growing, intense pinks. One of the more intense pinks of the early spring. I love pairing this with something like hot blonde, obviously for that color contrast. Gonna look crazy next to yellows. Fast growing, a little bit over a foot of growth a year, so it fills out nicely. Guys, when this thing hits its pink, it might be the most pink of all the pinks.
Yeah, I mean, you can see these buds on here. They're kind of almost like a neon pink color. And I'm excited, man. This is one that, you know, starting to grow on me a little bit. I haven't got to see it flush out as much, but after last year, kind of seeing that just vibrant pink color, I'm like, dang, Pink Panther, you're kind of speaking to me a little bit.
Man, if you're giving this one some early morning sun, you know, people know Pink Panther in the older generations. That might have been a little bit before me even, but they know like Barbie pink. And this one kind of has that Barbie pink, neon pink color. Absolutely love it. You're going to love this one in the garden. If you like pink trees, or just flashy ones, grab you a 2-gallon Pink Panther coming back today on Mr. Maple. All right, guys, we're back with another 2-gallon. We got another fun dwarf for you here on the table. It's Little Sango.
Guys, we all know Tom Buckholz, man. That guy's putting out some fire. Everybody loves a Sangu Kaku, but sometimes, you know, it's a little bit too big. But we got Little Sango right here, man, and this one is going to be able to provide you with that awesome coral color in the garden in a tiny package.
Sounds like a great Western movie. Little Sango, I'd watch it. Gunslinger. You know he's not a rapper, it'd be Lil Sango. Love this tree, guys. It's a witch's broom found off Sangu Kaku. These are going to work zone 6 through zones 9. 4 to 5 feet tall, 4 to 5 feet wide. Beautiful compact habit to it. Another one that's going to look great in that container garden. Pair really nicely with some of the other dwarfs we have out here today.
Yeah, I would love to put this on maybe something like that Golden Promise backdrop, really to be able to contrast with that, you know, kind of green color, but then also that yellow color that it provides, because you're just going to get so much contrast. This is going to look great in a winter garden. And I mean, we all know Sengokaku and Little Sengo have great fall color. That's going to light up that garden with an electric yellow.
Yeah, absolutely love it. Chartreuse green in the spring, golden yellow in the fall. Very multi-stem, so if you like coral barks, you get more what you like about it. It's going to be dense and full. Really just shows out. I love it. Grab you a nice size 2-gallon Little Sengo. They're coming back today on the 10 at 10. All right, guys, next up, we've got Pinus strobus Tiny Curls.
Yeah, I mean, an awesome nativar right here. You get an awesome tree that's going to be pretty hardy through that zone 3 through 8. You get some pretty amazing ornamental appeal with the twisting and curling on the needle as well.
These are going to work zones 3 through 8, being a white pine, very durable plant here. Now, Bob Fincham actually told me that this was an introduction by Greg Williams. That is a combination of Hortsman and Tortuosa, so kind of an interesting parentage there to it. Really cool plant, small and compact, 3 feet tall, 2.5 feet wide, dense and full. Really a great plant for a smaller conifer garden.
Yeah, I know we talk a lot about maples here, but one of my favorite times for conifers is during the springtime, getting to see those candling effects happening, and you know, getting to watch that color change from that winter color into more of a spring color is always nice. But this one, you know, known for its kind of blue color, that twisting needle, is going to give you a lot of contrast in the garden with maybe some of those other dwarf varieties of conifers you have as well.
Grab you one a day. Great looking 1 gallons. All right, guys, we got some awesome sizes in 1 gallon. Metasequoia, Glyptosymboides, Hamlet's broom.
Yes, man, I love the metasequoias. They are slowly becoming one of my favorite species of plants. Obviously, I think that they have just such a nice look in the garden with that lively green. I guess their needles kind of leafed in between. Tell me below in the comment section. But I just love how it looks during the winter time too. I mean, it just gets you ready for that anticipation of springtime with those buds. You know, you just see those.
I like dawn redwoods. They look skeletal. They look like they're like ready to burst onto the scene.
Exactly. It's just like, when are these going to pop? And whenever they do, you're just going to get such a lively feel in the garden. Obviously, it's going to have that awesome kind of bark interest of that red color going on. But if you love Metasequoia Glyptosymboides, which a lot of us do, you're going to love this dwarf variety. It's going to fit in a lot of spaces in the garden and give you that nice structure.
Yeah, these are great, guys. It's a dawn redwood. Perfect for bonsai, too, if you love bonsai. Compact, dense habit, typically around 5 foot in 10 years, so very compact. Beautiful plant too, guys. Equally as wide, more of a globose type shape to it. These are going to work zones 5 through 9. Another great candidate for the container garden. You can also put this one in your garden in a little bit wetter spot. The Metasequoias can handle a little bit damper spots in the garden than some of your maples. This one can handle a good bit of sun, even in some of those heavy zone 8s, maybe some of your cooler zone 9s. Really durable plant though. I think you're going to love it. Great way to add a dawn redwood without all the size. Grab you a Hamlet's broom today and some awesome size 1 gallons.
Oh yeah.
All right, y'all, let's bring back Earthfire. Now, you were in the clip with Tim. It's going kind of viral on the Maple Mafia channel. It's got like 3,000 views already. I think people think it's weed. I'm going to tell you that's why I think it's so viral. Grab you an Earthfire today on the 10 at 10. It's back.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people, especially on the Maple Mafia channels, they get the some plants mixed up every once in a while. But Earthfire, it's pretty fire, guys. And it's on this earth, but it should be out of this world, I think.
I'm thinking Earth, Wind, and Fire.
I know, we were just talking about them earlier today. And this one's just an awesome articulated Matsumura style. What I love about this one, you get that kind of nice burgundy red color with like the inlay of lime green over top of it. And it just has such a unique color contrast going on.
This one is amazing in the best possible ways. I love this tree. Typically 4x4, maybe 4x5 in a 10-year span, a little bit wider than it is tall. Guys, this one's a creative player. I talk about it a lot, but this looks like you made something up. A lot of people will request something. They'll say, hey, I want that lace leaf bee-hoo with purple ghost foliage. Well, that doesn't exist. And I laugh a little bit when people just create a player. They tell you this dream tree they want to make up. It's like, that's not how breeding maples works. But this one kind of feels like a creative player. It breaks all the rules. Going to be more of a toadstool-like shape, so shaped like Kiyohime. Variegation, much like a purple ghost or a wave leaf. It's got that reticulated veining in it. It's got that small structure. It's got almost a leaf more in that lace leaf type quality too. It's such a heavy Matsumuri that it feels like a lace leaf. Super unique compact plant. I think everybody's going to want this one in their garden. Earthfire, highly sought after. It's going to sell out today, so you might want to add this one to cart and check out if you're getting this one, because I do think they'll sell out pretty quickly.
Yeah, awesome tree to put in a container to spice up a little area every once in a while. It's going to have some nice contrast with some of the other stuff. Pair it with something like, you know, a little bit yellow, you know, like get those colors going. It's going to look amazing. And yeah, I mean, who knows what'll come, what kind of seeds will come from this thing, man.
I love it, man. I've got a nice size one in my garden. Some of these have been trimmed slightly for signwood. They are phenomenal plants. Grab you an Earthfire today.
Don't miss out.
All right, y'all, we're bringing back some 3 gallons of one of the fan favorites here. Everybody loves this Chamaecyparis piscifera baby blue ice.
Yeah, I mean, we had a cultivar highlight come out of this, I guess earlier this week. It is such a dope tree. I just love the size, the color, the shape of it. It is just something that's going to be able to fit in pretty much any landscape, honestly.
These are going to work zones 4 through 8, typically 3 foot tall, 2.5 foot wide, more of a small conical shape in a 10-year period. Absolutely love this one. Found by our friend Larry Stanley. Really great conifer. My favorite of the blues. I think this one might be, especially when it's pushing new growth needles in the spring, might be my favorite blue. Pairs amazing with that Golden Promise. So if you want some contrasting conifers there, baby blue ice, Golden Promise, awesome pairings to do.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, this is a tree you just kind of want to touch to, and you know, I showed that video of you hugging the gigantic baby blue ice at Buckholtz. I'm like, man, I need a one that I can just, I need a hug out there, the baby blue ice. And you know, it's going to be it'll take a little bit to get that big, but you can still hug these ones too. You know, they're going to give you a nice grasp back, but
you tree hugger.
This is such an awesome tree. It's going to give you so much color contrast in the garden. And you know, me and Matt and Joe behind the camera, we're just kind of admiring this off screen. It's just a color that you rarely see, and just one that really just kind of tugs at those heartstrings.
There's a lot of great blue conifers, but when this one puts on that new growth, it kind of just glows. It's like you plug this one in. I mean, it might be my favorite blue of them all. Absolutely love it. It's kind of more of that lighter blue. It's like, you know, it's not quite like Panther Tar Heel blue, but it's in that lighter blue shade. Absolutely love it.
Yeah. A lot of it, yeah, it would take forever to just kind of describe the colors on this thing, but it's such a dope tree. Awesome sizes in this right now.
3 gallons going on here today.
You don't want to miss this one.
Coming at you. Gee whiz, you know what sure is swell? Bald cypress. They're just the best.
Yeah, Taxodium dissectum Gee whiz right here. An awesome dwarf variety of bald cypress.
Tim's normally the one that uses all the Ned Flanders expressions. Like, he'll literally say, gee willikers, let's go over here and check this out. So I feel like he's missing this one. This one is named after one of the OG conifer guys, Gary G, good friends of ours, named this Gee whiz. This is a broom found on a bald cypress. Nice compact habit. Now, bald cypresses are tough as heck. They're going to work zones 5 through 9. Super durable. You know, you could put these in swampier, more boggy areas. This one has a nice compact habit, typically only around 4 to 5 feet tall, even in 10 years, making it one of the best brooms on a bald cypress.
Yeah, the more we go to gardens, the more I just come to love this species of tree. This is just such an awesome variety. I mean, to have that bald cypress, which is going to give, I love kind of the bark interest that these have. Mm-hmm. They just have a presence about them in the garden. You're going to get that feathery leaf that you'd get with something like that redwood as well. Just such a lively tree. And I love whenever, you know, something that kind of looks like a conifer drops all of its needles and kind of gives you this solemn looking structure in the garden.
Shout out to Gary G too. We'll have to get him on our podcast coming up soon. I've been up and visited his place at G Farms a few times in Michigan. He was actually at my wedding, which is coming on 10 years this September. So he made the trip all the way down here just to come to my wedding. Such a nice guy, good friend of ours, and awesome introduction. I'm always a little partial to my friends' introductions, but I think Gee whiz really brings it. I love that texture, that interesting shape to it. You can start this out in a container. You know, even if you got one with a tray under it, this will take it because it doesn't mind the wetness. But then get it in the ground and really enjoy its full majesty. That feathery, leafy look is really unique.
Yeah, I just kind of think about some bonsaiing of this variety too, just because, you know, that one is
already
pretty
got the
awesome.
shapes, right?
Yes, exactly. Like that rigid structure these provide kind of lends itself to that. But you know, Gary G, that's a name that you hear a lot, honestly, and
Good
it's
dude.
just like some awesome conifers, and this is an awesome selection of a bald cypress.
All right, Corbin, what do we got up here?
Guys, we got one of my favorite lace leaves. You're gonna enjoy this one in the springtime, but we got Acer palmatum Bald Smith.
Bald Smith is amazing, guys. These are high grafts. They're up here, so they're not mid, as the kids would say. They're full on high grafts here. Love this one. It's one of the favorite spring pink interests. Like this one is intensely pink, kind of a yellowish eye to it. Typically 4x5 in a 10-year period makes that low cascading umbrella absolutely essential if you've got a green or a red in your collection. One of the best pinks you can put out there.
Yeah, I mean, anytime I see or hear Bald Smith, I'm just kind of transported back in time to Dan Averett's garden, man, where he just had this magnificent fall. It was in the fall time, so the fall color was just like a vibrant pink as well, pink-red color. But he had trained it and he had just pruned it to almost perfection. Like, he was always talking about, you know, the birds flying in and being able to hang out in the branches. And oh my gosh, that's such a beautiful specimen of tree.
Oh, one of the quintessential Bald Smith you'll ever see. Absolutely love this one. Guys, we've got an upcoming open house to attend as well. It's going to be April 5th from 8 to 4. Got a food truck. Groovy Grease Wagon's going to be here again. Fun times. Tim's going to be doing a game show. He's going to be Alex Trebek. He's doing the Jeopardy, so a little different style game show than Steal My Tree, Bro. I think you're going to want to be a part of that. Definitely be here April 5th from 8 to 4. It's going to be a good time.
Guys, we got some awesome trees in right now. I mean, trucks are coming in, new stuff is coming, and spring is almost here. We'd love to have you at open house. But thanks for watching today's video. Make sure to like, subscribe. Hey, hit that bell if you're feeling a little frisky. But we appreciate it, guys. Remember, take care.
God bless.
And have a great day.